A useful date function in Excel is the net working days function. So for example, what I've got here, I've got a start date and an end date. I've got a whole bunch of holidays, either public holidays or specified holidays. I want to know how many working days in that area. So there's two functions within Excel that help you with this. If I go to date and time and I go a little bit lower down, you'll see it's called network days. So initially I'm going to do that one. When I say OK, you'll see it simply asks you for the start date, the end date, and then what are the holidays that you want to include. So I'm just going to highlight these here and put the dollar signs on. When I say OK, you'll see it tells you there's 251 work days between those two dates. So what it's done is it's assumed for this function that Saturday and Sundays are not work days from the 1st of January to the 31st of December. And if any of these holidays are not on a weekend, so Monday to Friday, then it will exclude those as well. Given that there are some countries that don't have weekends on a Saturday or Sunday, there's another function called Network Days International, and it actually allows for a couple of other things. In this case, we're actually going to capture it here because there's a benefit of this. If I start typing network days, there's international. I'm going to choose that one. First part's the same, start date, comma, what's the end date. When I click comma again, notice it then specifies what is a weekend. So we can either leave it as the default, Saturday and Sunday, but notice you've got every possible combination, Sunday, Monday, Monday, Tuesday, etc. So we could use Friday, Saturday. I'm just going to tab it, put comma, specify the holidays again. So I'm going to highlight those there, put the dollar signs on, close brackets. And you'll see in a country where the Friday, Saturday were weekends, there's 253 days. But just going back into here, you'll see that we also have a whole bunch of options where we can choose only one day, so Sunday only, Monday only, etc. That can be very useful. For example, if you're a restaurant, your weekend as such is actually on a Monday only. So if you're trying to work out the number of working days for a restaurant, then you would specify that Monday they are closed. So if we did that, and again we specify public holidays, and in this case we're assuming that the restaurant's closed on those. When I click enter, you'll see there's 303 working days.